straight games. After the UMass game, he said that he was really focusing on driving his kickoffs, and that's maybe what led to the field goal miss against them. Haven't talked to him since the last 2 games, but what do you think is going into the field goal operation not being perfect?
Yeah, I think first off it's a unit, right? So it's not just one person, and Drew's the kicker, so everyone looks at him. It's sort of like the quarterback. Everyone looks at the quarterback. Did he make the pass? Did he not make the pass? But there's 10 of the guys out there, right? There's 10 of the things, 10 of the layers that go into that in regards to any play in football, particularly in field goal. But yeah, not the kicks he wanted to make, and not didn't go through the uprights. I've seen Drew make plenty of kicks that have gone through the uprights. Right, that's another thing we saw. We saw a career record, a career-long field goal from Drew in week 1. We see it every day here in practice. Right, we see him every day. Look at this kick; it's unbelievable. And also over the course of his career, he's gone on. He's made big kicks for this football team. Just didn't get it done in the most recent game. But that to me is a one-off. That's not Drew Stevens. That's not the guy I know. The guy I've watched work and grow over the last 4 years. So, to me, I attribute it as he didn't get it done, didn't go in the way he wanted to, and continue to work on it and continue to improve.
Hey, LeVar, Elliot Clough, HawkeyeInsider.com. Regarding the Rutgers kick specifically, I know you mentioned it's not just one player, right?
Talking about field goal?
Yeah, the field goal. Sorry. How much of that is snap? I mean, I know you've got a first-time, snapper that isn't Luke Elkin for the first time in a while. How much of that factors into maybe not that specifically, other misses, issues that maybe you've had otherwise on special teams?
Sure, I think it's more operation. Again, there's 11 guys on the field, right? One guy gets to kick it. Hopefully, only one guy kicks it on one single play. Otherwise, it'd be really weird. But I've seen things happen. But again, it's operation, right? When you talk about operation, it's not just 1, 2, or even 3 guys. It's 11 guys, and so you need cleaner snap, and cleaner hold, need better kick. I mean, that's bottom line. And I think it's also still as a group still gelling together and working together. Whether you're talking about whoever's snapping the ball or whatever, it's 3 guys that haven't been together nearly as long as Luke to Ty to Drew. So there's some of that still working through as well. But I have all the confidence in the world in the guys we put on the football field. Got all the confidence in the world in Drew Stevens. I've seen this guy. I actually had a conversation today. I've seen him grow and mature as a human being, like exponentially. And to me, we are human beings, regardless of what we all think when we send someone out there. And people have money on games and things like that. You think it's just some machine and it's just supposed to happen because some guy set the line at this point. But man, they're human beings. We're all human beings. And I've seen Drew Stevens, man, like it's unbelievable the growth this kid has made, and the amount of confidence I have in this guy, and the stuff I've seen him do on the football field, it's unbelievable. We've all seen it, right? We've all watched. Guys made 3 game-winning kicks for the Iowa Hawkeyes. He didn't get one done the other day. I mean, it sucks. It freaking stinks. And if you're a competitor like Drew is, he's got to sit here not only for 1 week, but he's got to sit here 2 weeks thinking about it for the next opportunity. So that stuff eats at you as a competitor. But to me, I think it's more just didn't get the job done. That happens from time to time. There are percentages. Right? If you look at numbers, you're not going to make 100% every time, which is unfortunate. And as a competitor, that stinks, right? It sucks. But again, you got to live with it, and you got to deal with it, and you got to keep moving forward and trust your process.
Owen C. from KGAN. Something that Caden Weege told me a couple months ago is that when you were recruiting him from over at Iowa Western, that he said that you told him that he reminded you of Tim Dwight. I was curious what maybe went into that comparison, what you saw in him that made that comparison, just because that's obviously a name that holds a special place in Hawkeye and Iowa high school fan sports lore.
I think initially, like the stature, right, and how he runs, right? Tim's not the tallest guy. Tim's blazing fast. Caden, again, not the tallest guy, but super fast. Caden has really good balance, right? Really good lower body strength. It's very unique to have a guy that can do kick returns and punt returns, and still, he has the speed of a wide receiver and like probably the build of a running back. I think it's a very unique build that he has physically. Now there's the fearlessness part. Okay, because Tim was fearless. When you watch him, you go look. I had to pull up these YouTube clips, because believe it or not, they didn't have the video digitized from back then. So we're looking at YouTube clips late at night during training camp one year, and watching Tim out here this end zone. Man, it was Arizona. I think I was a true freshman. I was a true freshman. Tim came down as a gunner and just tattooed this guy. right? As a punt gunner, like, watch this. This could be you, going through all the things, going through all of his returns. Caden Weegen's pretty dang good, and I think Tim would tell you the same thing. But he's a competitor, just like as I mentioned, Drew is a competitor, a guy that wants to make plays, a guy that's trying to do right for his team, and again, goes back to the makeup of this football team. But he's a really talented young man, but I'll go back to he's really talented. He'll be the first to tell you, like, he didn't get touched against Rutgers, like didn't get touched, and that until he had to touch his off returner at the 5-yard line. But so there's a lot of other guys working for him and trying to help him, and they believe in him too. Like, that's the other thing about this team, man. These guys really believe in one another, and they want to work for one another. They want to, sure, he scores the touchdown. There's 10 other guys run all over the place, getting excited and getting hyped for Caden because of the success that he had. So.